Right then, guys. Cheers. Thanks, Ryan. Absolutely buzzing. Today is the day the block work gets started. So it's currently Friday evening, afternoon, well, mid-afternoon. So what the plan is, Nicky's coming around now anytime. He's just coming off site now. He's a very busy guy, so I'm lucky I've actually got him, to be honest. He's just texted me this second in the corner there, on my way. So it'll be about half an hour, 45 minutes now. So I can just sort out some of this stuff here. And yeah, we're going to set out. He reckons we'll probably get, well, I'm not going to say what we're going to do, but he's here today and he's here tomorrow. And the block work should be finished. I've got a box full of sandwiches and some goodies for us. We've even had a shave. It's getting a bit itchy, do you know what I mean? So get down to the core and leave it grow out again. But yeah, not gonna lie, moving those blocks, yeah, took it out of me a little bit, but you know, not used to that, am I? Do you know what I mean? I sit on my bum and I draw on people's skin. Blew the cobwebs out though, you know, digging the pond out, didn't it? So luckily my sister's away for about another month. Amazing. So I've got the mixer set up here side. All the mess on that garden there is pretty much mine. So by the time I've done all the block work for the pond, the block work for the pump house and a little bit down the bottom, I'll use all of that to backfill her side. Do you know what I mean? After I've run a bit of pipe work down the side and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, lovely jubbly. As soon as this block works up, guys, so Friday, Saturday, so the block work for the pond should be complete by Saturday afternoon, evening, night. And then what I've got to do then is start digging up my pump house. So I've got to get right down there to the same level as the base of the pond. And well, I'm going to pour myself a base that I can block onto, and then we'll get the blocks laid out then for the move-in bed. Put all the pipe work in. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can go over it in your head as many times as you want, but it's a lot easier when you're actually doing it. So in theory, the idea works. In practice, well, we'll have to see, won't we? But anyway, yeah. So I am going to go with the what's known to the Japanese as the Onishi flow, single flow system. So I'm basically going to have 4 returns up this side, all going down. But what I am going to do, in case that system doesn't work, and in case I want to change it up and do something different, down the bottom end, just behind me here, I'm actually going to put the 2 shotgunned returns, and I'm going to run the pipework insulated around the bottom of the pond, subsurface, and put the pipework popping up in the corner of the pump house, and just kind of forget about it. Obviously, when Matt comes down to fiberglass, then I'll just tell him to cut the pipes off, fiberglass over them flush. I'll be able to see the indentations, and then if I ever need to, I can just open those up, and well, we've got that system as well. So it's a bit of a fail-safe, really. These shorts are lovely. I got massive holes by my knackers, so it's gonna let some steam out, I think, when we go in. So Nicky's going on about, because he doesn't trust my squaring up, which I totally understand. I think we're gonna have to move some of these blocks. We'll see what he says when he comes down, but pretty much set up from now. I'm going to get the cement over there ready to rock and roll. Mixers all hooked up. Sand's here ready to go. So I can't see, well, I can't see many problems going wrong today anyway. So, but once we've actually squared up and Nicky's ready to rock and roll, this thing will be actually getting piled in. So what Nicky's got is he's bringing down a load of ties to tie the pond into the pump house wall, and he's got a load of bed reinforcement as well, which, as far as I'm aware, is sort of like a stainless steel mesh that you run across each bed to give it a bit more strength. So that's nice. His company puts it on flick anyway, so lovely jubbly. So I'm lucky on that one. And he's picked himself up some Feb as well. I've got Feb, but he wants to use his own. Strange old breed, aren't they, brickies? Set in their ways. But anyway, let's see what happens. Right, here we are. Oh, it's a nice fucking bunch of tattoos there, Shag.
Thanks, bud.
So, John, we've got the first lot set up here. We're just running these in now, we boy. And then we'll be fucking on it like a car bonnet. So I'm, unfortunately, I'm not like the main man today. I'm just the grafter. But we'll see what we can do this evening, and then Nicky's back tomorrow morning. He's actually turned down a trip with his mates. Well, you know, you've postponed it, haven't you?
Postponed it.
Postponed it, going to bloody Europe on £2,000 bangers, 3,000 miles. It sounds like a hell of a trip. Trip of a lifetime.
Pond comes first, Lee. Pond comes first.
Pond comes first, mate. He knows the score. Glove. So, because we've got such a big window in there, what we're doing is putting a bit of rebar on every course, basically, on each side, because obviously all the weight is pushing on these outer walls. Innit, boy? Look at that, he's always working, like, fucking hell. Concentrate on the block work, you fucking...
You'll be on it now. Doing it.
That was a...
If anyone wants to know what me and Wolf do whilst Lee builds and stuff, we just crisps and drink and watch, really.
Ah! Not quite the height yet, guys, but we're getting there. Are we, next boy?
Almost there.
And we've
One
got some-
corner anyway.
Well, we're almost there with one corner, but we've only been out for 15 minutes, so...
Are you enjoying? Yeah?
Mummy.
Okay.
Here we are then, guys. So the block work's slowly getting up. That is just under 1.5 meters. So 1.5 meters is another 30 mil on top. So we've got the decision now, put another block on there or just keeping it there. And I really like the height of the pond outside there. So here we are then, guys. Some decent progress. We've still got to joint that up. But yeah, we've got one more block on top, so I was in a bit of a and an ahhing, because the coursework now to that point is just under 1.5 meters, it's about 30 mil off. And I was thinking to myself, nah, we're not going to give in, we'll go a little bit high, we'll do one more course all the way around. So that means that the window will sit here, and then we've got a meter here, and then so I think Nicky's going to have to take this one out tomorrow morning and just run it in, but that's not a problem. Not bad. How long have we doing this for now, Nick?
About 3 hours.
For 3 hours. There we are, guys. So 3 hours work. Like I said, got to joint that side up. And then what we've got here is we've got some ties ready for the wall this side. And I've got some ties here ready for my skimmer. So the skimmer obviously sits on the wall here, and then I'll have two small columns out which will house the two pumps in here, and I'll put some sort of like nice little door or nice little cover on it, so in the winter it's all like nice and tidy. Put a couple of plants each side and that will be lovely out the way. So So obviously this is my sister's side now. We'll joint this up in a minute. Mixer's on a bit of a clean. A little bit of compo left. Like I said, we've got another 6 rebar now left for that side. Like I said, this has all got the reinforcement mesh all the way through it as well. So proper up to regs, ain't we, Nick boy?
Oh, on it like Sonic.
So it's actually quite a nice height. I suppose it's sort of like ball height here, or minge height, I suppose, if you're a lady. So I suppose one more block up here will be real nice. I think it'll just be just about right. And at the moment, this slab, this patio's got a little bit of quite a drop down here. I can imagine that the patio would be coming up to at least there. So to be honest, not too shabby. A little bit higher than that, and I do feel that this pond is maybe a little, it's an awkward height, to be honest. It could have gone up another course here, but and like I said, when this patio now is the same height all the way down, it's going to be lovely. And I'm actually thinking to myself now, when we do come down to this side, instead of stopping the patio pretty much like here, I might just take it and cut back in here just so I can get to the skimmer. Otherwise, when I'm playing around with the skimmer, it'll be really high. So if I can walk around the side here, it might be a real good idea. I know I'm going to lose about 600 here of grass, but it's just less grass to cut at the end of the day, isn't it? But yeah, fish are loving life. Just done my tests. They've been there for about half an hour, to be honest, and no, they've been there for 3 hours and they're still pretty good. So yeah, we're good to go. Toes are looking banging. How you feeling, Nicky?
Sorry?
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling okay.
Well, this is the first time Nicky's been on the tools for a while, isn't it, boy?
Oh, a long time now, Lee.
Nicky's a business owner, so he's the brains. He's the brains of the company. He doesn't often get himself on the tools, but yeah, that's not bad block work, is it, for someone who hasn't done it for a few years now, isn't it? Couple of years, mate. Not bad at all, is it? Really? You can imagine how good he was back in his heyday. What you reckon then, Yaz?
Yeah, wow. I'm going to put it on my TikTok how much
Oh,
you've
yeah.
done.
So we're going to call it a night now, guys. Just cleaned up everything. Nicky's just cleaning the snobs off because he's a clean freak. The block work needs to go up one more, which is actually going to give me probably a little bit more than 5,000 gallons in here. But hey ho, more the merrier. So we'll start again tomorrow, but it's looking very neat, fair dues. We've still got it on, Nicky boy. And what we've got here is we've got ties coming up the wall, ready for my skimmer will be situated there, and then I'll make a couple of little columns coming out. I'll just pour a little bit of a slab there, and then the pipe work then will run subsurface, and I'll come across. I'll take this little bit of wooden shuttering off and bury the pipe work, insulate it, and we'll come all the way across. And we'll go through. We've got to work out how to actually get into the shower yet, but we'll sort it out. So the window, that's the window reveal here. No, where's the window reveal now, Nick?
It's going to be here.
It's by here. So the window's going from here all the way across to here. So it's one hell of a window. Buzzing on that. So yeah. One thing we did forget to do is put a couple of ties on these courses here to accept this block work for the pump house, but we'll just put a couple of ties by there. And I've got some pretty much some really nice little fur fixes here, so I'll use some of those. We're going to start putting some wall ties in here, ready to come across onto this wall here. Boo boo. So yeah, the boy's asleep. He's been a little bit ill today, but he's been a bit ill today. He's got a throat infection, so He's been on the old antibiotics. And there's my dog. Gonna go in there and have a big crap straight away. But anyway, guys, what I might do is I might put this one up now. So this is the block work part 1, and then we'll do a block work part 2 tomorrow when it's totally complete. So if you haven't already, what should they do, Nicky? He's not listening. Subscribe.
Subscribe, please, guys.
Yeah, and stick your notifications on so you get to see the block work tomorrow fully complete. Oh, I've caught a bit of sun today. Right. Lovely. See you tomorrow.